Solar eclipse and a market update all in one day? That might be just too much, but we're going to give it a shot. Let's go. Welcome to another edition of Ideal with Neil News Market Update. Hope your day's going well and you're looking forward, if not experiencing it already, to the solar eclipse. Protect those eyes. All right, we're well into the spring market now. As I mentioned, it was already starting with my last update at the beginning of March there, and certainly the rest of March was no exception. Pretty busy month with everything kind of pointing upwards as far as sellers' interests. We had a lot more sales. Average sale price was bumping up. The average list price to sale price was bumping up as well, as far as sellers getting over asking decent amount of the time, and days on the market for them were also getting shorter. So let's take a look at the market stats and see how that all played out. Okay, let's jump into the info sparks. We're again Waterloo region here, looking at the stats, and for the average sale price here, we can see as we've started the new year here, we've been bumping along a little bit here, but certainly when February was 756,000 average sale price, we can see March bumped up 806. So again, a significant increase there for all types of products. We'll dive into individual types in a moment. And we look at new listings. Again, just been on the up and up, an increase of inventory. We had 803 new listings in February and up to 1,000 in March, as we suspected would happen, given that we're heading into the spring market at that point in time. So actual homes for sale, again, this same thing continues. There were 944 homes for sale in February, 1,084 in March here. The actual sales, again, it's been on the rise, as noted last update, with just under 300 in December. 381 January, 489 February, and now almost 600 in March. The days on the market, that has been sliding as the market's been improving as well. So the average days on the market, 33 in January down to 19 here in March. When we look at the percentage of, the list price average, we can see that I had mentioned at the beginning of the year, we were right around asking price. And February, we were at 102. So about 2.2% over asking we were getting. And then March increased even more, as I suspected would happen, just seeing that many more multiple offers at 3.6 over the asking price on the average for all types of products. So if we then go into the other styles and we look at single family homes, we slide back there and we see the average single family home price. And we just slide into our graph so we get a better sense there. So again, that has been going up. There was a little blip in February, as we saw there, on the way up after January. But for single detached, the average sale price in February was 889, and then all the way up to 954 in March. And certainly that's what we were experiencing out there, seeing a lot more of that sort of thing happening in the single family, single detached properties. As far as new listings, again, no exception there. Seeing lots more new single detached listings, 456 in February, 569 in March. Homes for sale in general for single detached, again, that's just heading up. And we had 509 total for sale in March. Sales, no exception either. Goes along with everything else. So we were 344 in March after 282 in February. So again, all as I suspected would happen, given that we were heading into the spring market. Average days on the market, again, decreasing here. We were an average of 16 days on the market for single detached in March. And then when we look at get a sense of what was happening with the multiple offers and how much over asking, the percentage of list price average was again sliding up 100%, pretty much asking in January, a little bit more, 2.2 over in February, and then we went up to 4.3% in March. So if we want to take a look at a couple other products, let's slide down to condo, because that's single family, townhouse, and semi are all relatively in the same type of ballpark there. But when we look at the condos and we take a look there, we've got the average sale price of condos, again, at the beginning of the year, 445, 458, now 483. So also continuing to bump up a little again as buyers have less choice, of what they'd like to be in the freehold and single detached world. They end up buying some condos, so that's bumped up as well, but not nearly the same way. The freeholds have new listings, quite a bit of new listings, as we've seen there, where we're looking at in December, we had 71, 142 January, 154 in February, and now with the spring market, almost 200 in March. So quite the bump up there as well. I just want to take a look at the sales. So they've again been decent. And so we started with 38 in December, 58, 73, and now up to 86. So a pretty gradual ride up there for sales. Days on the market, certainly a bit longer there in that world. So 43 days on the market in January, 37 in February, and 31. So it's been, with the market improving, again, days on the market for condos has helped. If we look at average percentage of list price, not going super crazy there. Again, it was below asking in January, still right around asking in February, and pretty much asking for the sales that happened in March. So again, the condo world isn't quite where the freehold one is, but it gives you a sense overall what's going on with the numbers that way. Certainly, like I said, I can dive into any of the stats on any types of things you'll want if you have any questions on your particular property as we move along in the spring market. So, but that's about it for now. So as much as the the stats bear out that a lot of things were certainly advantageous for the seller, I guess the one good thing for buyers is that certainly we've seen more inventory, and again, I suspect that as the weather gets nicer here, we're going to see more inventory here. It might be balanced off a little bit by a few more buyers entering the market, but really, as I was telling a number of people over the last month, it really feels like we still have had lots of buyers out there for quite some time, really trying to be patient, waiting for either interest rates or prices to drop, and unfortunately neither have happened from a buyer's perspective. And then I think we're just seeing the last kind of 6 weeks or so, more buyers just kind of jumping in with the assumption that sooner or later the rates are going to drop, and they want to get in at this point here. And I think we'll see a little bit more of that as we move through the spring market. Definitely kind of that under 800,000 price range, as I may have mentioned before, at least in the freehold world, is certainly trying the discount the list price, hold off on offers, and try and get multiple offers scenario. That's kind of the best strategy for them, and for the most part seem to be having success in doing that. Above 800,000, it's certainly not not as many doing that, but some are, and some are having success, and even the ones under 800,000, not everybody's having success with that. But that's kind of what's happening out there right now. we'll see what happens again. I suspect that we're going to see even more inventory here as we move through April and May, and we'll just have to see how the buyers react to that. I'll certainly keep you posted on that. One other thing I wanted to mention, I talked briefly about it in the last update, is our Shelter Fest, our Royal LePage Shelter Fest. And for those who don't know, there's a Royal LePage Shelter Foundation, and I believe it's over the last 11 years, $241 million raised for women's shelters, helping women and children across Canada over that time. And our office is trying to do our part. Each year we have an event, and last year we had our first Shelter Fest event at Concordia Club. And basically it's essentially an Oktoberfest and in the summer. And so this year's is June 6th, the evening there, and it's going to be a great time again. And I think a great event to help out the local women's shelters. And so if you're interested, I'll have details in this update email here. And for those who can't see anything, please reach out to me. And lots of ways to help, including donations, buying tickets for the event, showing up to the event, etc. So yeah, reach out to me if you're interested. And I think it's going to be a great time. So I think that's about it for now. We'll be touching base here again in May and see what happens in April. Thanks again, everyone, who continues to support me by way of giving my name out to family, friends, co-workers, etc. Always appreciated, and do my best to help where I can there. Okay, take care and have a great month.